All right, y'all, what is up and welcome back, welcome back. So tonight we got a video of a guy who was just coming home from work early. What does he find? He finds his baby mama laying in the bed with another guy. And her response to him finding her is going to shock you. Let's go ahead and bring up this video and then we're going to talk about it. Let's go.
Yo, Elena, what you got going on, bro? What?
It's a friend.
This is a friend?
Yes.
So this is what you turned Jehovah's Witness for?
Sebastian, chill out. It's just a friend.
Bro, and you got my kids on the ground.
What are you talking
Bro,
about?
you got my kids on the ground, bro. My daughter's on the ground. Winsor, growing that like this. I'm not even mad, bro, but she gotta go, bro. Feel me? She got DCF problems. She got all type of stuff, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is really crazy.
Can you chill out?
This is crazy, bro. I don't know how you. Well, you know what? That don't even matter, bro. But dude, she got 2 kids, bro. She like, if you see my daughter's on the ground, bro.
She's not on the ground.
Like, no, seriously, she's on the ground, bro.
She's on a cushion on the ground. You know she sleeps on the ground.
Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Look at my daughter, bro. Look how my daughter is on the ground.
Sebastian, what are you doing?
Look how my daughter is on the ground. You got that. You got it, bro.
All right, and that's where the video stops. Whew. Boy. First off, I just want to commend this young brother on the patience. Hold on, no. First off, pick the baby up. Hold on, pick the baby up off the ground. All right, now that we got that out of the way, I want to commend this young brother on his patience. There is no way in hell I could have kept my cool walking in the house and seeing the woman that I'm with laid up in bed with some guy who he said he turned Jehovah's Witness. Hold on, what? She turned Jehovah's Witness for the guy or something. I don't know. But anyway, there is no way in hell I could walk home and just see this firsthand and keep the cool like that. I aspire to have that much self-control. There is no way. I think 9 out of 10 guys would have crashed out. Blatantly. 9 out of 10 guys would have crashed out. And that would have been a justifiable crash out. I'm going to be honest with you. That would have been a justifiable crash out. If a crime had occurred that night, the police department would have ruled it out to be a crime of passion, because that would have indeed have been a crime of passion at that moment. So big ups to this young brother for keeping his cool, not doing anything to that guy, not doing anything to this young lady. There's just no way in hell I would have kept my cool. I at least would have been yelling at the chick, or yelling at the dude, or something would have happened. I'm not going to guarantee it would have came to violence, but I just wouldn't have been able to keep my cool like that. So shouts out to him first off. And he could have been afraid, but at the end of the day, I think that it was smart of him to react how he did, because his freedom is going to be at stake if he was to do something stupid. Your freedom is going to be at stake. And guess what happens when you no longer have freedom? Those kids are under the care of that woman. If you did something to that woman, then those kids will be in foster care. There's no situation where those kids win if you act out of emotion. So that was a very stoic move on his part, because I can tell he was thinking about his future. As a matter of fact, most of the stuff that he was saying was about the kids. He didn't even really care about the dude being there that much. I mean, he cared, but at the same time, he cared more about his daughter being on the ground. So you kind of saw where his mindset was. He was thinking, I do something to her, I go to jail. If she's not there to take care of him, the kids go to foster care. Or I do something to him, I go to jail, and guess what? The kids are right back with her and nothing happens. So 2 things smart that he did in this crazy situation that I pray none of us ever find ourselves in. 2 things smart that he did. He walked in there and he kept his cool. Second thing he did that was smart was he recorded everything. Yes, fellas, anytime you get into any type of verbal altercation or something weird that's going on and there's a young lady involved, it is in your best interest to always hit that record button on your phone, because at the end of the day, it's going to be her word against yours, and it should be nobody's word against nobody's. It should be one word, and that is the truth. That is the proof. So if you have access to a camera, always record if you get into a situation that you think can get sticky, because it's always better to have video evidence of what actually happened than to be sitting there trying to tell your side of the story and she's telling her side of the story, and they just got to go off of who has a softer tone at that point. So good job for doing that. And also, I want to talk about the fact that he eventually is going to have some type of custody battle with this lady. He's eventually going to have that. And what he did was provide video evidence that she is not being a good mother. She's not being a spouse. So when they do go to court, his lawyer is going to use this video footage, and it's going to be like a pot of gold to this lawyer. He's going to be able to walk through that case and get everything that he's asking for from the judge. So great job with that. And he needs to get full custody. If you're letting you laid up with a grown man on an air mattress and you letting your daughter, who is an infant, sleep on a hard floor. It's not even carpet. She's sleeping on, those tile floors. Not even carpet, a cold tile floor. She had a little blanket under it, but come on, it's a baby. It's gonna roll around. There was nothing protecting that baby from just rolling around on that nasty floor. That's terrible. Let me tell you what babies do. They crawl around on the floor. They put their hands in their mouths. That baby could have gotten sick from just being on the floor. Hell, he could have gotten cold from just being on the floor. It's terrible. So he definitely should get custody. I can tell just from watching this video, he cares about those kids more than she does. All right. She does not respect him at all. Of course, this woman has no respect for him. That may be one of the reasons why she's laying up with this dude in the first place. She doesn't respect this dude. And I think it's not his place. When I say that, I'm going off of the context clues. I think that place was probably hers to begin with, and he moved in. The reason I say that is because I'm looking around. I see dressers that look like female dressers. I'm not going to lie. I see stuff lying around that just looks like a woman lives there. It doesn't really look like a guy lives there, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to go off of women and say, I predict that he probably moved into that residence with that woman, which I always disagree with. You should never move in with a woman. A woman should move in with you. All right. You're a king. You secure your castle. The woman moves into your castle and becomes your queen of your castle. You don't move into her castle and become her little king, queen / assistant. You don't do that. All right. Because one thing you can do when it's your castle is you can control your castle. And I don't mean control every step she makes. No, I don't mean that. I mean, you can have video surveillance, which is one thing I think he should have done. Okay, look, if you're a grown human in 2025, I hope you have outdoor cameras, and you should probably have an indoor camera somewhere too, as far as like the inside where your foyer is or where your front door is, coming inside your home. You should have a camera pointing to the inside where people come in through the primary port of entrance to your home. And you should definitely have cameras on the outside. And anytime you're not home, you get an alert when somebody's in your driveway. You get an alert when somebody walks through your front door. Okay, you shouldn't just be trying to catch your girl and coming home from work early. No, you should be able to know what's going on inside your house at 99% of the time. Unless you're sleeping and you can't hear your alerts, you should be able to see everything through your phone. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that probably wasn't his place to begin with, and he probably moved in with her. But yeah, get your own place, fellas. Don't make this mistake. And for this young guy, please go get a DNA test, dog. Please go get a DNA test. If you haven't done this already, go get a DNA test. And anybody out there, if you caught your baby mama cheating or something like that, go get a DNA test, bro. It's not that expensive, and it's going to give you the ultimate peace of mind after you find out either it is yours or it's not yours. It's going to be a whole Maury show out there, all right? But peace of mind is better than not knowing. And please find a home of your own with cameras. Find a home of your own with cameras, and find you a lady that respects you. Find you a lady that respects your home. Find you a lady that respects your spirit, all that stuff, all right? Don't just find you somebody that's pretty, because that's what he did. He found him somebody that was pretty. He was in search of a baddie. I mean, the young girl was, she was pretty. She wasn't all that, but he finds you somebody that's not just pretty. Pretty only goes so far. I promise you, pretty only goes so far. Even if you got to dumb it down to find a loyal girl, do that. Because it's better to have a loyal girl that's a 7 or an 8 than be trying to shoot for 10s and they just scumbags. All right. And that's for both sides. Women can use that advice too. Find you somebody that is a testament to your own loyalty. Somebody that matches that loyalty. Because this type of stuff shouldn't happen. But yeah. Kudos to you, brother, for holding your composure, dog, because at the end of the day, 9 out of 10 guys, it would have been a guaranteed crash out. Guaranteed crash out, bro. I promise you. What do y'all think this guy should have done? Do you think he was justified and he did the right thing, or do you think he should have crashed out? I want to know. And as always, if you like what you see on this channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.